name is Paul Taylor. I'm a lifelong Dallas resident, and I was director of TV ministry at the Cathedral of Hope for 20 years. I am currently in the vestibule of the Interfaith Peace Chapel, which was designed by architect Philip Johnson and opened in 2000, I believe. Cathedral of Hope is the largest LGBT congregation in the world. It was founded by a group of friends. There were 12 people who got together in 1968 and didn't have a spiritual home because no churches would accept them at the time because they were all gay and lesbian people. So they formed what was called the Circle of Friends, who met on Sundays in someone's home to have church. That grew and grew until 1970. It became a legitimate church when it joined the Metropolitan Community of Churches, or MCC as it's called. And then eventually, Reverend Michael Piazza was elected the senior pastor of that church. And he had a vision for a much larger cathedral. And so he managed to grow that church from a membership of like 50 to 300 people. And they realized they were outgrowing their building and decided they needed to build their own church, which is now the Cathedral of Hope here in Dallas. Reverend Piazza, he contacted architect Philip Johnson, who was in retirement at the time, but had recently come out as a gay man. So Philip Johnson, he was 97 years old, I think, came out of retirement and proceeded to design a gigantic church, cathedral. He had designed this Peace Chapel as well as a more human scale building, as he liked to say, based on the gatehouse at his property in New Haven, Connecticut. If you see pictures of that gatehouse, you realize this building is that gatehouse on a much larger scale. The gatehouse at his property in New Haven, Connecticut, no straight lines. It was a curving building, had all these curved walls, very unique. So he decided that this Peace Chapel should be like that. And we'll go into the chapel proper now. All the walls are curving either in or away from the building. So this is the Interfaith Peace Chapel. It currently has the labyrinth set up in it. This is a copy of the labyrinth at Chartres Cathedral in France. So if you look up here in the front of the chapel, you see there's a lot of light coming in because there's there's no windows in the chapel itself except for a single skylight that you can see up there. Philip's idea was that a shaft of light would come down and fall on the chancel area. Anyway, you can see how the walls sort of lean in to the building. And you can see, if you look up, you can see here the skylight that Philip designed to bring in natural light to this building. The walls, because his idea again was that these curving walls would be defined by the light shooting up through from the floor to the ceiling. So we have all these little lights in the floor for this beautiful ambient light, and they can make this room any color they want by placing gels over the lights.